After starting out last year with their first real venture into international racing, Korea has since made big strides, winning races over in Maidan as well as really establishing themselves as a force onto the overseas scene. So can they fly even higher in 2017? They'll certainly be trying. Despite heightening political tensions north of the border, which may have put off a few from making the journey, life in bustling, vibrant Seoul appeared to be continuing as normal. Let's Run Park, some half an hour's drive from the city centre, welcomed a good crowd both days that our cameras were in town. It's the day before the big international meeting here at Let's Run Park and Seoul, and they're racing here today, but it's quite a quiet day. But even so, they still expect to get around 25,000 people here on course. Tomorrow, they expect that to rise to around about 50,000. The actual capacity of the racecourse is more like 80,000. The interesting thing is that even yesterday, a Friday, when they weren't racing on this track, only at Busan, which is a flight away towards the south of the country, they still get 10,000 people here watching the action on the big screen, so they really are mad for racing. Let's Run Park, where racing was moved after the Seoul Olympics in 1988, is also, let's say, quite unique. As grandstand names go, they don't get much better than this. This is Happyville, and this is Luckyville. Plus something that every racecourse needs, its very own Grand Central Station. They've also got their very own waterfall, which makes a very good place for a nice, quiet nap. Korea racing is on a steep upwards trajectory, and we found out more from Alex Cairns, who has seen some significant change since joining the Korea Racing Authority a year ago.
Well, we only started the international races last year, but even coming into this year's meeting, we can see that there's increased interest worldwide. So things are continuing to progress, and there's still a long way to go, but we're hoping that we can get up there with the likes of Hong Kong and so on in years to come.
Onto the race day proper, which attracted runners from 6 different countries, including, for the first time, 2 from the USA. New York-based trainer Linda Rice sent Papa Shot for the 1800-metre Korea Cup, and Kenny McPeak, one of racing's original Globetrotters, was also keen to support the meeting, saddling the Truth or Else in the sprint.
But look, this is what racing's about. I think sometimes we all take it too seriously and want to go for the perfect race. It's about the experience, and if you've got a legitimate chance, you can't be fearful to travel. And look, they've rolled out the red carpet here. They do it in Dubai. They do it when you go to Europe. And as long as I've got horses good enough, I'm going to come.
The participation of the US was particularly good news for sponsors Keeneland, who are keen to enhance their links with Korea.
Well, Korea is a major market for U.S. bloodstock. American-bred horses excel very well here in Korea, and we're lucky to have 2 American-bred horses, or American-trained horses, participating this year. But like I said, with the sales coming up, we want to make sure that we're at the forefront of every Korean owner's mind of where they need to come to purchase their horses.
The sprint was first up, with a field of 15, including 4 internationals. It wasn't to be for the Truth or Else, who made up plenty of ground and finished 4th, behind impressive winner Graceful Leap, ridden by Japanese superstar Yutaka Taki.
But it is Graceful Leap and Yutaka Taki. Powerblade will move up into second, but it will be too late. Graceful Leap takes the sprint for Japan.
Lack of Japanese lingo prevented us from talking to Mr. Taki, so it was on to the Cup. Success then for Japan in the first of our international contests. Graceful Leap taking the sprint under Yutaka Taki, who's got a really good chance of doubling up here because he rides defending champion Chrysolite in the Cup coming up in a minute. He looks really well. He's a little bit warm, as are most of them. Quite a muggy day here at Seoul, but I think he's very much the one to beat. A Japanese whitewash it was, but not with the horse we expected. Chrysolite tracked compatriot London Town throughout the 1800-metre contest, and they finished in that order. Yasunari Iwata on board the winner, always holding last year's champion. American challenger Papa Shot just won the battle for 3rd.
Chrysolite has no response here. It is London Town. He's cruising to victory. The 2017 Keeneland Korea Cup belongs to London Town.
It was another successful international meeting for one of the driving forces behind it, Sung Ho Ryu, who is already thinking about 2018.
Next year we will still remain with the 2 international races, but along with our tough track construction, it's our hope to expand our international races, two more international races on tough. So you can see the dot sprint and dot 1800 meter, and maybe top sprint and top 2000 meter in the near future.
So what a great day for Japan here at the Korea International Races. Their clean sweep completed by London Town, who took out the cup under Yasunari Iwata. There's still plenty going on here at Seoul. We've just had a bit of a K-pop party, and they're now producing the trophies to plenty of pomp and circumstance. Don't think that we're going to manage to get any of these ladies or gentlemen to crack a smile though before the day is out. That's it from us. We'll be back next year, and it'll be interesting to see just who they can entice here in 2018.